For most of the Galactic Academy's history, its gymnasium had been a peaceful place, a gleaming hall of anti-grav tracks, zero-G obstacle courses, and strength simulators that tested a dozen species limits in controlled, polite ways. No one got hurt. No one got angry. It was the epitome of civilized exercise, the Concord's way of proving that even the most warlike species could keep their claws sheathed in the name of higher learning. That illusion ended the day they let a human into gym class. It started innocently enough. Exchange programs were common these days. But even so, few Deathworlders bothered with the Galactic Academy's main campus, too mild, too polite, too safe. Then came Maya Carter, a scholarship student from Earth-Pacifica Free States, here to study xenobiology. When Maya entered the gym for the first time, the other students stopped mid-stride. She was small by Deathworlder standards, barely 5 feet 5 inches, wiry, hair tied in a rough ponytail. But there was something about the way she moved, shoulders relaxed, eyes half-closed, like she was half-waiting for the ceiling to drop on her. Deathworlders, after all, always expected the worst. At first, the instructors tried to be polite. Maya, perhaps you'd like to start on the anti-grav sprint track? The setting is calibrated for your species' average output. Maya just tilted her head. Average? Without waiting for permission, she punched the console. The alien students gasped as she maxed out the settings. The anti-grav hum deepened, the track shimmering. A Thalkin senior whispered to his friend, his frills twitching, "She'll break her legs." She didn't. Maya sprinted. Not a gentle jog, not the careful glide most species used. She ran, knees high, elbows sharp, feet pounding so hard the anti-grav compensators squealed. Her breath came in short, controlled bursts. She hit the far end, pivoted on one foot, and came back faster. The instructor tapped frantically at the console, trying to drop the speed. By the time she stopped, the entire hall was dead silent except for her heartbeat echoing off the walls. She didn't even look winded. The next day was worse. The climbing wall, an old Earth invention the Concorde had adapted for species with primitive grip limb structures, became her playground. The Kreshti twins, scaled and four-limbed, were the top climbers in class. They watched in horror as Maya skipped half the holds, leaping sideways like a hunting cat, fingers and toes locking on to the tiniest edges. At the top, she hung by one hand, grinned down, and called, "So, do we do it again, or?" The final straw came during strength sparring. It was mandatory. Pairs fought with padded exogloves in a safe hollowing. Usually, the instructors paired Deathworlders with supervisors or just skipped them altogether. But the new coach, a well-meaning, naive Tally called Instructor Grill, insisted on equal opportunity. They paired Maya with Baran, a young Orlac hybrid twice her size, with a bone ridge along each arm and tusks curling from his lower jaw. Baran smirked as he stepped onto the mat. "Try not to cry, human." Maya just shrugged. The ring activated, soft blue light shimmering around them. The other students crowded in, half expecting blood, half hoping the human would finally be humbled. When the signal beeped, Baran lunged. His fist swung wide, enough to break ribs if they landed. Maya ducked. A flick of her wrist. A twist of her hips. To the untrained eye, it looked like she barely touched him. But Baran went down with a thud that rattled the mat. He didn't get up. Maya stepped back, exogloves still humming, and tapped her wristband to call the medic drone. 3 seconds. That's all it took. 3 seconds for every alien in the gym to understand what a Deathworlder could do, not because they wanted to, but because they'd been trained to end fights before they even began. When the medic drone rolled Baran off the mat, the instructor's tentacles quivered. "Maya, I think perhaps sparring is optional for you from now on." She just smiled, a quiet, polite grin that didn't quite reach her eyes. "Whatever you think is best, instructor." Word spread faster than any official broadcast. Footage of the fight made it onto the galactic net overnight. Human exchange student floors Orlac Bruiser with one move. Across the stars, alien students whispered warnings in dorm halls and cafeterias. "Don't mess with the Deathworlder in gym. She might smile at you, but she's always calculating the fastest way to drop you." The next day, Maya jogged into the gym. The anti-grav track cleared in seconds. No one challenged her on the climbing wall. The sparring ring stayed empty. She sighed. Earth's grav-sculpted wilderness had taught her many things: how to run, how to fight, how to survive. But no one warned her that being a polite human among soft-worlders would mean working twice as hard just to feel normal. Maya shrugged, adjusted her gloves, and sprinted alone, the last Deathworlder standing in a gym full of creatures who suddenly realized they'd been playing at survival while she'd been living it her whole life.